Now, Shaktikanta Das, the governor of RBI, says that he actually cautioned banks and corporates from evergreening loans. Now, this term evergreening of loan, I got a few of my viewers writing into me this morning asking me to talk a little about this. So let's go and try and explain this in simple terms. So let's talk about evergreening of loan. But before I talk about loan and everything, you see, let me tell you, RBI's balance sheet has grown by 2.5% financial year 2023. It's grown by 2.5% to rupees 63.45 lakh crores. Like I said, in FY23. Now, this is good. This is good is because, see, the balance sheet of RBI plays a very important role in our economy. Why? Because balance sheet of RBI talks about the issuance of currency. Balance sheet of RBI talks about the monetary policies. Balance sheet of RBI talks about the reserve management objective of RBI. So, if all these are good, then the balance sheet shows the balance sheet is healthy, looks healthy, and currently the balance sheet of RBI is looking healthy, which means the RBI has been doing a fairly decent job in 2022-23. So that's something that I wanted to just share with you. But now let's get into our topic, evergreening of loans. Acha, now let me tell you where this evergreening concept starts from. See, problem aisa hai ki currently, in March 2022, as on March 2022, India had, as in the banks had an NPA, non-performing asset, of close to 6.97 lakh crores. 6.97 lakh crores. Now, what is NPA? NPA, like I told you, is non-performing asset, which means when the borrower doesn't pay you interest stroke installment for more than 90 days, it is supposed to be NPA. So, if your installment is defaulted for 1 month, 2 months, 3rd month, the 4th month, it will enter into NPA. Now, what happens if the loan, if a loan goes into NPA? See, the bank has to make a lot of provisions then. And those provisions reduces the profitability of the bank. So, now you see how all of this is connected. Now, what our banks and corporates do, they have a couple of methodology to ensure that they don't project a borrower as NPA. So, the methodology are as follows. Now, this methodology is what is broadly called as evergreening of loans. ठीक है, अभी क्या होता है कि what happens is, if supposing there is a borrower A and there is another client called B. Borrower A has stressed loan. Borrower A is not able to pay back the loan. What happens is, borrower B, who has got the capability, who has got the money, who has got the strength, who has got the deep pockets to kind of manage the loan, that strong borrower buys the weak borrower. The strong borrower buys the weak borrower and works out a deal between the strong and the weak, and therefore the weak borrower, the borrower ultimately, that is the bank ultimately, doesn't have to show the loan as NPA. I will tell you what I mean by that. This happens a lot with government banks, government or PSUs, government organizations, by the way. One government organization is bleeding like nobody's business. Other than shutting shop, other than calling it an NPA, and other than seeing how you can recover money, what happens is you make a profitable organization who is doing well to come and buy that bleeding organization. So the profitable organization has to spend part of its profit to help that bleeding organization, to save that bleeding organization, or to arrest the bleeding of that organization. And in turn, the bank also is happy because end of the day, a profitable organization pays the bank. So the bank is happy, the bleeding organization is okay, fine, they didn't perform, but still they are on the roll, and the company that's doing well finally faces the losses. Now that's the problem. Okay, this happens a lot with government organizations. Of course, there are private deals also done and it is not that private parties don't do it, but the reasons there are different. But that being said, what Shaktikanta says, that's not my topic, like I said. That being said, what Shaktikanta says is, Baba, if you are going to evergreen loans, it will have a problem for you in the future, because if not today, tomorrow that loan will turn into NPA. So don't brush NPA under the carpet. Number one. Number two tech method is also very interesting. What happens is the bank finds a way to give a weak borrower more money. And this we have seen in the past. India has seen this a lot in the past. Bank find ways to pay more money to the borrower, and from the money that the borrower gets from the bank, the new money that the borrower gets from the bank, the borrower pays the bank their installment and their interests. So bank ke book mein, it is not an NPA. Borrower gets more money. What is it going to happen? You are creating a bigger NPA. So this is what broadly what evergreening loan is. This is what it means, and this is why Shaktikanta Das said, do not be careful of evergreening loans. That's the story. I'll see you in my next report.